tough city, and a guy dressed like me tends to stand out a little bit. And so I was always, I always had people approaching me, making various offers to me, shall we say. And this one guy comes up to me one day, he's like, "Yo, man, you want some boots?" I'm like, no thanks, I don't do drugs. And he's like, "No, man, boots." And I'm thinking this is like some kind of slang for some synthetic, something I've never heard of. And I'm like, so I'm the stiff white guy like, "No, thank you, friend. Nancy Reagan told me to just say no." And he's like, "No, man, boots, the things you wear on your feet." I'm like, oh, you mean boots? Oh, okay. So bear that in mind as I read this part to you. Now I've picked a spot that it doesn't give away any plot, basically. But basically, Carter has been told that he needs to go to this warehouse where he needs to buy some boots in exchange for some information that he's going to get about this case, right? So he rings the door, he talks to some people on the speaker, he's met by this guide who leads him into this huge open, and here we go. The door opened, and suddenly I felt like I was in a chaotic, mismatched Macy's. It was a large, open space filled with merchandise, loosely organized by category. Luggage to the immediate left, cookery and housewares on the right. Hardware beyond that, clothing and footwear beyond that. Oh, sorry, I'm reading wrong. Clothing and footwear to the right, electronics in the back left. The only thing missing was the perfume section. What is all this? I asked, but my granite block guide was not a talker. I heard a pleasant dinging sound and turned to see two men appearing out of a freight elevator. The first had on yellow-tinted glasses, a dark yellow shirt with the top 3 buttons undone, light yellow slacks, and white slip-on shoes that reminded me of something a nurse would have worn 40 years ago. His saggy skin was deeply tanned, even though it was March. His jewelry, a necklace, multiple bracelets, and rings on several digits, including both pinkies, was all yellow gold. His hair, what little of it there was, had been dyed blonde and was gelled back. He looked like a wrinkled human banana and walked like the only rooster in a henhouse. The second man was slump-shouldered and appropriately pale for the season. He wore light gray pants and a blue cardigan sweater over a white Oxford shirt, which was buttoned all the way to the top. He had no jewelry. His hair was its natural gray. He walked like a man who had lost every bet he ever placed. The man in yellow said, "I'm Bernie. Everybody calls me Uncle Bernie. This is my brother Gene. Which one of us do you think is older?" Both guys were at least 70, though it was hard to tell beyond that. Either one of them could have been 138 for all I knew. If he had asked me who was older, him or Methuselah, I still wouldn't have been able to answer. I have no idea. Come on, guess. "He's older," I said, pointing at Gene, if only because I could tell that was what Uncle Bernie wanted to hear. "See? That's what everybody thinks, Gene. You look like a schlemazel. You're not going to get any tail at the bar dressing like that." I suspected both of these guys were a bit beyond their bar cruising years, unless you were talking about the salad bar at an assisted living facility. But I at least appreciated his spirit. "Anyhow, I know you didn't come here to admire my good looks. Come on, let's go." Uncle Bernie led me through some racks of clothing toward a footwear section that would challenge a 9 West. "You sure you don't need some pots and pans? I just got some new All-Clad. That's top-of-the-line All-Clad. The best, the best." No thanks. "What about a new TV? Samsung? Sony? Those Japs make a good TV now. Fella like you, I bet you like sports, right? Me, I like the ponies. I go to the track, I place a bet, I take a nap in the sun. It's very relaxing. But you young guys, you all like the football and the basketball. Need a good TV for that, am I right? How about a new high def?" That's okay. "Boots," Gene reminded Bernie. "He came for the boots, remember?" Yeah, I know, I'm just talking here. What do you think, I'm some kind of Goyish cop?" "That's Yiddish for stupid," Gene translated. "Okay, here we are," Bernie said as we arrived at a series of wire racks filled from top to the bottom with shoeboxes. "What size are you? 10? 11? You're tall, I bet you're an 11. Yeah, 11 works. Okay, where are we? Boots. Here we go! Timberlands. Excellent company, Timberland. They make a fine product and they stand behind it 100%, 1,000%. Now these are top of the line. These are from their premium collection. Steel toe, waterproof, 8-inch upper. That's 2 inches more than their usual. You wear these boots and people say, hey, look at that fine schmecker.
That's Yiddish for someone who has good taste.
Now, you get these boots retail for $150, $160, even on sale. You're a friend. As far as I'm concerned, you're mishpoka. I give them to you for $100 even. We good? I was so stunned by everything I was seeing, much less by what a mishpoka was. I had to slow down and make sense out of it. I'm sorry, Uncle Bernie. I just have to know, what is all this? Where did it come from? What do you mean, where did it come from? You think I'm back here tanning leather all day? It came from the manufacturer. No, I'm just asking. I'm sorry. Are you guys some kind of a fence or something? Bernie recoiled, looking genuinely offended. Fence? Fence? Broch! My mother would rise from the grave and cuff me behind the ear if I stole so much as a lump of sugar. Offense. Shame on you. So, how did you guys get all this stuff? Warranties. It's all about the warranties. Huh?
We're a warranted product reseller.
What's that? Well, take those boots you got there, Timberland. Now, Timberland is a popular boot around here. And these young black guys, they all want their boots to be crisp and new all the time. The moment a boot gets a speck of dirt on it, they're done. But these look brand new. I'm not finished. Am I finished? Geez, this guy, it's like he's sitting on Spilkus.
That means you're impatient.
Anyhow, Timberland, they guarantee their product for life. For life, you hear me? So we have people all over, people who know us, people who know what we're looking for. And they recover these things for us, for a small fee, naturally. So say we get a pair of slightly used boots. We send them back to Timberland and whammo, new boots. They just send you boots. Well, there's work involved. You have to write a letter. The letter is important. Make them know you're serious. And then sometimes we might have to, what's the best way to put it? Massage them a little. This is an art we're talking about.
Timberland guarantees its product against material and manufacturing defect. So we tut.
What are you, making a megala? He gets the point. Geez, Gene, someone asks you what time it is, you build him a clock. So all this stuff, I said, making a sweeping gesture with my arm. The pots, the pans, the power tools, all of it is straight from the manufacturer, never been used, good as new. Same as you get in the store, but for the right customer, Uncle Bernie gives you a discount. But can you do that? Is it legal? Legal. Don't talk to me about legal. Was it legal what the Pharaoh did to my people? But don't these companies, I don't know, protect against this somehow? You must have 20 pairs of boots there. Doesn't Timberland eventually figure out it's shipping all these new boots to the same place? Bernie just smiled and said, we in the tribe have a saying for that. Mensch tracht, Gott lacht.
Man plans, God laughs.
I felt like laughing too. Newark. There are a million scams in the naked city.